the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Say a kwan na se kwan no eka wo dan a wo se kwan no achia na emo se anka wo dan a wo se kwan no etene Nsem-Pii atiefo N0nsense-Have awofo bekaya aba na head to December 7 general election no yini noma bi a NDC amanyoko no led by Yera Kese ato Forson are the minority leader NDC MPs no no mashebedwem abra speaker Yera Kese was one of Barbin declare 4 seats vacant na nam so ema NDC amanyoko no say speaker declare 4 seats vacant na emu 3 NPP MPs that one NDC MP dia and omo NDC amanyoko automatically and per constitution you know omo NDC amanyoko no abe majority caucus ama NPP amanyoko no omo majority caucus no abe minority caucus ema ensemu ekura ekopemu e the apex court of the land a supreme court ama court the injunction eto so na NDC amanyoko no any speaker na NDC MPs ni speaker say omo de omo nte say odogo bi enu abe omo de omo nte say Supreme Court the injunction ato so the speaker can no mutie na say NDC speaker declare 4 seats vacant there na emu 3 NPP MPs there omo NDC amanyoko per Ghana constitution no omo abaye majority caucus ema akofa Nsem-Pii na abaye ema speaker join house no indefinitely na enya wo ha ana enra omo resume sitting ema NPs no mrashibidwe mo there ato Forson and the minority caucus ni NDC MPs no akotena the left hand of the speaker minority caucus no na ene Omanhene Pabna Asante any obi etna say kosi sendumadi so omode Nsem-Pii na etudwa say aban bi and a party bi opposition nyoma all fight against say enye no ade bia okasetia no say oba power dia o se sa nyoma na no opposition na no all fight it no okasetia no o se de ade no se karasenki akoto aba ama NDC amanyoko no endinkunim ama man sa we ni majority seat massively na anka enei anka speaker resume sitting no anka NDC amanyoko no sani NPP amanyoko no esabe kokon over who takes majority seat no na Omanhene the Nsem-Pii na eto obi anim ana osade Nsem-Pii na atubia a wa fire NDC MPs no any NDC amanyoko no ye pa se mo opposition no ma mo fight against no ana no ma mo say enkoyie no se mo ba power there mo se sa no ma no yenko tie Omanhene Kwabena Asante any obi nsema
Fatima Abubakar.
Just look at one transition team. The reports of you are. Adana IPAC. Partisan na kwesiasi powia. These two major political parties ba bontia. Obia sema okebiano different, but it's one meeting.
And this is principle. This is even principle. A committee ordinarily shouldn't be partisan.
Principle.
Transition team.
Principle.
Abaya Sasa, handing over.
Principle.
And also about partisan. And again, it's because
principle.
Earlier, some people held a particular position.
Exactly.
Sincere opposition.
Principle.
Just because there was a change.
Principle.
It's a very interesting
principle. For us to move to the next level of progression and achievement, it's difficult. It will continue to be difficult for us as a country. Because Obiang now going to say about the starting point to change the narrative for Ghana to be on that path. Nobody is ready. Because I am amazed that Omaya me and Yama Yejidi. Yama Yejidi ni depending on baby Ejina and the brain of the Etiamano. Say as soon as you way and it's because of opposition.
Yes.
But no power. So how then do we go to the next level of development? How? Omaya say BBC na saban say kolebu ana say it as say adwuma fronya ko timi kan sema kase etia ayi nananum bebre abaka ben if you say some mo kafa John Dramani mama ho and some mo come afa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We kept on saying that chieftaincy is a revered institution. Men found whom major man yourself because we are lender of last resort. You prayer as a man yourself for I'm never call Yako this and Komono. By the way, openly revered chiefs oko Western region, oko Western North, oko Afro, oko Blue East, oko the beyond for Biano. The chiefs deliberately either they are for or against.
And let's add, sir, on the constitutional injunction when it said chiefs engage in active partisan politics.
Partisan.
And I think what active partisan politics means, was tested in court. I'm a Supreme Court the decision, but I've forgotten the title of the case. But chiefs can comment on national issues.
No problem.
These are two different things.
Problem.
They can comment on national issues.
No problem.
But you cannot tell Omanfo, and I say you cannot put an information out. But that is what our chiefs did.
2024 elections, prior to the elections, we saw, we read, we witnessed. So principle. Now maybe Ankolafa. According now, Susu say on the number Akonafa. This time round, says Hani Pano about chair. Say now be safe. God no, Ghana no Kotia the mama, and no problem with. But you were certain revered people who old man. Active partisanship. Yes. It cannot be entertained. And then you be a Yaguso. I Budona Edomoaji. A man not someone any Fasobia Debre Upotema room and as in Puntu Awoshe. If you just look at the pain the person you spoke against, Wakari. And almost so, I'm call the other side is almost I imagine saying also we will frustrate the system. So look at what we experience as a country. Look at what you experience as a country. Miss Ghana for and I buy Juma who do in Amuntie. No dada mo. I am say ebi awa buy na aba. Now they are showing team say you say be fool around and misbehave. Ghana is gradually going beyond that again. Yes. Ghana, this about to just like the president-elect said. It's a lesson to politicians. It's a big lesson to politicians,
especially to the incoming government.
You don't have a choice not to serve the people. You don't have a choice but to really listen to what the people want. And it is the Ghana that we have now. You cannot just conclude that this is the Ghana which is definite. You know, you are not sure of it.
And I think, Oman, at the Thanksgiving service of President-elect John Mahama and in the family, our Ringway Assemblies of God. Nsem-Pii, inside there are life lessons. Maybe see a bit here, and then we'll tease out the lessons. No, a generation no amount for Edding Komo. And I think,
in fact, from day one elected, vice elect if you monitor the demeanor and the pronouncements or the Ghana from NDC you see that there's a new revolution or a new focus.
No, I think he's in simple terms. He said the right things since I told about a year.
That is
from his victory speech and the Thanksgiving speech. He's rightfully captured the mood of the nation. And I think kudos to a more true speech.
And
any advice. They've captured the mood of the country well. So he's been able to say the right things, both in victory speech and the interview with VOA. So what is our 10-minute interview now with VOA? I'll capture the economic policy in that 10-minute interview and the future of education in Ghana in that 10-minute interview. I think Omaya idea in the public utterance since he was elected, he said all the right things. And also he understands the responsibility on him. I'm only hoping and praying, sir, Oman, because most say they are to be out now. President be anywhere and the president be a team of fine, and you can see in the things they say. I remember say no matter so you remember say go to the private sector. Yeah. Those are things every president would have to say. Absolutely. John Mahama Swaka said, "So we tell me na bro who say en so man for na and me mama bemu. But we me mama bemu about mama because and only abi anams my MPP for nya. Defeat our munya he good. And he said all the right things. I'm praying and hoping say the people he would appoint into positions, would share that same vision and do the things they have to do about Ghana
for us to demonstrate that we've grown.
Yes.
And maybe we can say we do IBP in terms of reshuffling.
Sure.
Say you now will be paid what you've learned. That we have experienced an 8-year regime. You can't fault the president now because he doesn't believe in reshuffling. You can fault him, but it has caused him. But they don't believe in reshuffling. So clearly, I'm sure that he will forgive us of those excuses that as soon as he's a ministry, I hear very clear saying the modern bono and when he's a party. I don't think we have to come back to be a reshuffle. If we don't improve on our system of governance, we will come every 4 years and do equalization.
Yes.
And that's where I'm not expecting our conversation to be as a country and as a party NDC. The least in our trouble, what it tells me is that equalization, lack of principle, we are not focused, we don't want to develop the country, we take advantage of ourselves as a people, and we because the more we equalize, the more we retard in terms of progress and development. The more we equalize, the more we lower the standards in terms of governance. The more we equalize, it also exhibits that we have a weaker media. Media play a role. But some of our brothers and sisters, they need to go back to the drawing board. Some of the commentaries that we have run as media personnel, and yet they're so divisive. Now, alien to the job that we say we are practicing. If your hands on deck, and every facet of us, from the top to the down, because John Dramani Mahama, the president-elect, cannot on his own completely so.
I think the only thing that is different in the Mahama case, and it's for everything that Ghana for Ashishe. Independent of all India to the Makoma pen and the cra the Ghana for this government has the mandate to do that for the
absolute mandate.
If there is a word more than absolute mandate to do that for the Ghanaian people. And Unim said, apart from the Ghana for they also campaigned on a lot of things at Ghana for EP. It is a constitutional reform. John Mahama promised that. And Nyoma no identify saying the constitution it has to change. Now there is an absolute mandate for them to do that.
Most of the absolute makes me feel say we also have to start living realistic life and it is life and never be broadcast or so we'll be a 9-day one day.
Of course.
And if we also don't start preparing our minds say ideally achievable within 4 years or even beyond.
Sure.
But as I said, or dying be the mere who said our expectation should be minimized a bit.
And I think that is where the party that brought him to power or that sponsored him, and as a party or running on a ticket, should lead the way in managing that expectation first from their own people. Because now, if the only person who makes Makotia NDC, absolutely. But the mandate the Ghanaian people has given to the NDC, the only person that can fight or work against the NDC is the NDC. And I think, sir, the expectation management should begin from members of the NDC. Just by the flip of no magic BSC. It doesn't work that way. It has never worked anywhere. Ghana will not become New York overnight.
It's not possible.
That expectation management should start quickly, and then the government should also make sure they take all the right initial steps. And here, because you have to run on the goodwill of the people. You don't want to do anything to destroy that goodwill. Your goodwill, but you have 4 years, unfortunately. In your case, now you have to consciously pull the people along. Now, goodwill now every step of the way. When the goodwill goes, you are finished.
I don't think you want to be very President Mahama Shrew at this point.
No. It's a difficult position he finds himself. It's an extremely difficult position. I've taken time to go through the NDC manifesto. I mean, apart from the 120 days social contract, and we say Makaya 26 different promises in 120 days.
Largely 120 days.
Yeah, largely achievable.
But the taxes.
Largely achievable. With the budget statement in April, it should deal with a lot of those things.
The taxes,
e-levy.
I'm talking about
sanitary parts. Sanitary parts.
So many other things.
Inquiry into some corruption allegations. Some money in 120 days, largely achievable.
Okay.
I think when there is the will, it can be done. But we here no free. I think the devil is in the detail. When you go into the sector by sector campaign promises now, I think with the benefit of hindsight, maybe I'm going to tone down the promises, Kakra. And if Ghanaians would want to go stricto sensu by what is in the promises now, the government will really. But I think largely
that's not possible. Then said, one more simple kasa on a sensitive matter like the free SHS.
Yes,
I'm happy the president has said that we should ignore those ugly noises.
I say it will stay.
There's a reassurance.
The VOA interview was quite clear
that the free SHS it has come to stay. Mesre party paying for. Well, yabo president no. Whatever oka with the way there's a campaign season. So the excuses that you gave whilst you were in opposition, it will be difficult to give same excuses. And that's why I say that national dialogue bit, because maybe the things on which so in opposition, and they should share when they get closer to the books. We have an open team. We are discussing the future of Ghana. So that conversation itself, it makes all of us an insight into the Ghana that we foresee in the next 3 or 4 years.
Because I also 120 days now, a whole of 4 major tax handles: e-levy, betting tax, emissions levy, and there is one, four no promises and a COVID-19 levy. 4. The simple thing, and I think he has admitted it, so we just have 4 if you know, so definitely there will be a hole. How would you plug that hole? A big question the government has to answer before they put together on a budget for April. And I think
because just like you said within the 120 days, the issue about free tertiary education for persons with
disability.
Anna, the other one of the
first year
no academic fee policy for all first year students in public tertiary institutions, universities, colleges of education, nursing training institutions, and what have you. These ones,
and we say there should be some clarity on it.
And because
January.
But clearly, the government.
I said January put no prepare budget. And I don't know. Say
maybe the subsequent.
No, I think what will happen is yes, say public universities. Public units, and the government can say, okay, admit them, I would factor it in my budget and then pay. And since you're motion me, and I don't think
there's that way for them.
And let's face it, man, I don't think the NDC team are working on the manifesto. The kind of knowledgeable people they had on that committee, plus members are no more in parliament. Their oversight responsibility are to force money are they in parliament. They need a state of affairs.
They might not know.
No, it's not true. I can't.
When they come back to that explanation, what would you say? They cannot be on top of everything because they are not in government.
But who was exposing everything? So
any leaked documents, but what is in there? Do you know all?
I would, because what government finances and yet secret.
So they are not ready to contain. Say we didn't know that this was how much.
That would be a bit weird.